Summary and Case Study of Know Yourself, Know Your Money by Rachel Cruze. Short Summary. Know Yourself, Know Your Money. This excerpt focuses on helping readers understand their relationship with money, exploring how past experiences, personality types, and mindset impact financial choices. Cruze examines various factors that influence spending, saving, and giving, aiming to empower readers to make intentional decisions that align with their values and goals. Cruze encourages readers to reflect on their money story, identify their tendencies and fears, and ultimately, to embrace a generous approach to financial management, fostering a sense of security and purpose. Introduction: The importance of self-awareness in personal finance. The introduction of Know Yourself, Know Your Money sets the stage for a transformative journey of self-discovery and financial empowerment. Rachel Cruze emphasizes that winning with money isn't primarily about mastering complex financial strategies, but rather about understanding and addressing the underlying behaviors and mindsets that drive our financial decisions. This emphasis on self-awareness is evident throughout the introduction as Rachel recounts personal anecdotes that highlight the often unconscious ways our past experiences and ingrained beliefs shape our relationship with money. She shares a milestone moment from her childhood, a seemingly ordinary spaghetti dinner at a friend's house, that revealed the stark contrast between her family's financial situation and that of her friends. This experience, she explains, made her acutely aware of the power of money and the anxieties it could evoke. Rachel also underscores the significant influence of our upbringing on our financial habits. She introduces the concept of money classrooms, categorizing different family environments based on the level of emotional stress surrounding money and the openness of communication about financial matters. This framework, she argues, helps individuals recognize potential biases and challenges they may face in their own financial journeys. For example, someone raised in an anxious classroom might develop a fear of money and avoid dealing with it, while someone from an unstable classroom might struggle with impulsive spending due to the chaotic financial environment they witnessed growing up. Crucially, Rachel emphasizes that your childhood does not define your financial future. By understanding your money classroom and identifying your unique money tendencies, you can make conscious choices to break free from unhealthy patterns and cultivate positive financial habits. This theme of empowerment and agency runs throughout the introduction, encouraging readers to take ownership of their financial lives and create a secure future for themselves and their families. Furthermore, the introduction highlights the profound impact our values and dreams have on our financial decisions. Rachel encourages readers to define what matters most to them, both in the short term and the long term, as these aspirations will serve as powerful motivators for saving, spending wisely, and ultimately achieving financial peace. By aligning our financial goals with our deepest values, we can create a life of purpose and fulfillment, using money as a tool to support what truly matters. In essence, the introduction lays the groundwork for a holistic approach to personal finance, recognizing that true financial well-being stems from a deep understanding of ourselves, our motivations, and our aspirations. By engaging in this process of self-discovery, we can transform our relationship with money from one of fear and anxiety to one of empowerment and intentionality, enabling us to build a life of abundance and generosity. Chapter summaries for Know Yourself, Know Your Money. Chapter 1: Your Childhood Money Classroom. The impact of your money classroom. Cruze focuses on the concept of the childhood money classroom and explores how the financial environment we experience during our formative years significantly shapes our beliefs and habits surrounding money. The chapter emphasizes that much of our financial learning as children happens through observation and absorption, rather than explicit instruction, and these early experiences can have a lasting impact on our financial well-being as adults. The chapter identifies 4 primary money classrooms, each characterized by the level of emotional stress surrounding money and the degree of open communication about financial matters. Quadrant 1: Anxious Classroom, Emotionally Stressed and Verbally Closed. This classroom is marked by an underlying anxiety and tension around money, but open discussions about finances are rare or non-existent. Children in this environment often learn about money by observing their parents' behaviors and nonverbal cues rather than through direct conversations. The lack of open communication can lead to fear and uncertainty surrounding money, making it difficult to develop healthy financial habits. Quadrant 2, unstable classroom, emotionally stressed and verbally open. The unstable classroom is characterized by open conflict and arguments about money, creating a volatile and unpredictable environment. Children in this setting may witness their parents fighting about finances, potentially leading to anxiety, apathy, or a fear of conflict when dealing with money matters as adults. Quadrant 3, unaware classroom, emotionally calm and verbally closed. In this classroom, money isn't a source of stress, but it's also not openly discussed. Children may have a sense of financial security without truly understanding their family's financial situation. This lack of awareness can lead to a false sense of security, potentially resulting in poor financial decisions later in life when they are responsible for managing their own finances. Quadrant 4, secure classroom, emotionally calm and verbally open. The secure classroom represents the ideal environment for developing healthy financial habits. In this setting, parents model responsible financial behaviors and engage in open and honest conversations about money with their children. Children in this environment are more likely to develop a strong understanding of personal finance principles and to approach money with confidence and a sense of control. Cruze underscores the importance of identifying your own childhood money classroom to gain insights into potential biases and challenges you may face in managing your finances. For example, someone who grew up in an anxious classroom may need to actively address their fear of money to make informed financial decisions, while someone from an unstable classroom might need to learn healthy conflict resolution skills to effectively communicate with their partner about money. Furthermore, the chapter highlights that your childhood money classroom does not define your financial destiny. By understanding the impact of our early experiences and actively choosing to develop healthy financial habits, we can move towards the secure classroom model and achieve financial peace. The chapter encourages readers to reflect on their own childhood experiences and to seek out positive financial role models to guide them on their journey towards financial well-being. Cruze emphasizes that milestone moments, defining events that teach us significant lessons about money, can shape our financial outlook. Recognizing these moments allows us to connect the dots between our childhood experiences and our adult money behaviors. It also encourages reflection on potential changes in the money classroom throughout childhood, as factors like income fluctuations, divorce, remarriage, or financial education can shift the dynamics of the financial environment. Here are 5 examples that illustrate different types of childhood money classrooms and the impact they can have on individuals' financial beliefs and habits. Example 1, the anxious classroom and expired bread. One of Rachel's friends experienced the anxious classroom firsthand through his weekly trips to the grocery store with his mother. He noticed she always bought day-old, expired bread, a habit he later realized stemmed from her anxiety about money. His friend's mother carefully scrutinized every purchase and counted out the exact amount at the checkout, sometimes even leaving items behind due to insufficient funds. Although she rarely spoke about money, her nonverbal cues and anxious demeanor spoke volumes, teaching her son that money was a source of stress and scarcity. This experience became a milestone moment for him, shaping his perception of money as a source of worry and insecurity. Example 2, the unstable classroom and the emotional roller coaster. Another friend of Rachel's grew up in the unstable classroom, where money was a constant source of conflict and her parents' emotional responses were unpredictable. She often felt confused and insecure, never knowing how her parents would react to her requests, from simple grocery items to outings with friends. Sometimes her requests were met with anger and refusal, while other times, seemingly out of the blue, her parents would indulge in impulsive spending sprees, like a shopping trip to the mall or filling multiple grocery carts. This inconsistency and lack of financial stability created an emotional roller coaster for her, making it difficult to understand and develop healthy financial habits. The emotional whiplash became a milestone moment for her, highlighting the lack of planning and intentionality in her parents' approach to money. Example 3, the unaware classroom and the shattered illusion. A friend described her childhood as blissful because money never seemed to be a problem. She had everything she needed and enjoyed regular vacations and gifts. However, as an adult, she discovered her parents had accumulated significant credit card debt and lacked retirement savings. This revelation shattered her perception of their financial stability and served as a stark milestone moment for her, exposing the hidden reality behind the seemingly carefree financial environment she experienced as a child. This newfound awareness prompted her to encourage her parents to take control of their finances, demonstrating the potential for positive change even in later stages of life. Example 4, the secure classroom and the dorm room revelation. A friend of Rachel's from college experienced a secure classroom in her upbringing. Her parents openly discussed finances, made intentional decisions, and instilled a sense of financial responsibility in their children. They taught her the importance of budgeting, saving, and avoiding debt, even when it meant making sacrifices. When she moved into her college dorm, she witnessed a contrasting scenario as her roommates' parents argued about money, revealing their lack of financial control and communication. This milestone moment solidified her appreciation for the secure classroom she experienced, recognizing the value of open communication, discipline, and a shared commitment to financial well-being. Example 5, Rachel's shifting money classroom. Rachel shares her own experience of transitioning money classrooms. Her earliest memories were shaped by her parents' commitment to financial responsibility after experiencing bankruptcy. This period fostered a secure classroom environment, instilling in her a deep understanding of money management principles. However, conversations with her parents revealed that the years leading up to this period were marked by financial instability and conflict, indicative of an unstable classroom. This realization highlighted the potential for change and growth in families, demonstrating that even after experiencing financial hardship, it's possible to shift to a more secure and stable financial environment. Chapter 2, Stressed Money Classrooms. Rachel focuses on the two stressed money classrooms, anxious and unstable, and examines the specific challenges individuals raised in these environments often face when managing their finances. It emphasizes that while these classrooms present unique hurdles, understanding and addressing them is crucial for achieving financial peace. Quadrant 1, Anxious Classroom. The anxious classroom, characterized by underlying financial stress and a lack of open communication, can lead to several challenges in adulthood. 1. Difficulty discussing finances. Individuals from this environment may find it challenging to talk openly about money, even with their spouses or close friends. This avoidance stems from the unspoken tension and secrecy surrounding finances they observed in childhood. 2. Fear and inaction. The lack of financial knowledge and understanding, coupled with the ingrained anxiety associated with money, can lead to fear-driven decisions and a reluctance to engage in financial planning. These individuals may avoid budgeting, investing, or addressing debt due to a fear of failure or making things worse. 3. Lack of grace. Growing up witnessing unspoken financial stress can make it challenging to extend grace, both to themselves and to others, when money mistakes occur. They may internalize the anxiety and project it onto others, leading to judgment and a lack of compassion. To overcome these challenges, the chapter advises individuals from the anxious classroom to 1. Initiate money conversations. Start talking about money with trusted individuals, even if it feels uncomfortable initially. Open communication is crucial for building healthy financial habits and relationships. 2. Develop a budget. Creating a detailed monthly budget provides clarity and direction, eliminating the unknown that fuels anxiety. It empowers individuals to take control of their finances and make informed decisions, reducing fear and promoting a sense of security. 3. Practice grace and understanding. Reflecting on their parents' experiences and challenges can foster empathy and understanding, leading to more grace and compassion in dealing with money mistakes, both their own and others. Quadrant 2, Unstable Classroom. The unstable classroom, marked by open conflict and volatile financial behaviors, presents its own set of challenges. 1. Expectation of conflict. Individuals from this environment may anticipate conflict when discussing finances, even in healthy relationships. This expectation can lead to avoidance or unhealthy communication patterns, hindering effective financial planning and decision-making. 2. Apathy and disengagement. The constant exposure to financial arguments and stress during childhood can lead to apathy and a sense of helplessness. Individuals may feel that money is inherently stressful and give up on trying to manage it effectively, resulting in financial disorganization and a lack of control. To address these challenges, individuals from the unstable classroom should 1. Learn healthy communication skills. Developing new ways to discuss money constructively, without resorting to arguments or avoidance, is crucial for building healthy financial partnerships and avoiding the expectation of conflict. 2. Develop a financial plan. Creating a budget and following a structured financial plan, such as the baby steps outlined in the book, can provide stability and a sense of control, counteracting the feeling of chaos often associated with money for individuals from this classroom. 3. Embrace a proactive mindset. Recognizing that past experiences do not dictate future outcomes is crucial. Individuals from the unstable classroom can choose to break free from unhealthy patterns and take charge of their finances, creating a more secure and peaceful financial future. Rachel concludes by emphasizing that while childhood experiences significantly influence our financial behaviors, they do not define our financial destinies. By recognizing the specific challenges presented by stressed money classrooms and actively working to develop healthy habits, individuals can overcome these hurdles and achieve financial peace. The chapter encourages readers to move towards the secure classroom model in their own lives, fostering open communication, responsible financial behaviors, and a sense of control over their finances. Examples from stressed money classrooms. Example 1. The anxious classroom and the hidden stress of expired bread. A man recalls observing his mother consistently buying day-old, expired bread during their weekly grocery shopping trips. While he initially didn't think much of it, he later realized this seemingly frugal habit stemmed from her deep anxiety about money. She carefully examined every purchase, anxiously counting out the exact amount at the checkout and sometimes even leaving items behind due to lack of funds. Despite rarely discussing finances openly, his mother's nonverbal cues and anxious behavior revealed the underlying financial stress permeating their household. This experience served as a pivotal milestone moment for the man, shaping his perception of money as a source of worry and scarcity, even though his family never explicitly talked about their financial struggles. This example demonstrates how the anxious classroom's silence can be just as powerful as open conflict, leaving children to decipher their parents' financial anxieties through unspoken cues and behaviors. Example 2. The unstable classroom and the tax return shopping spree. A woman describes her childhood as an emotional roller coaster due to her parents' unpredictable and conflicting approaches to money. Money was a constant source of tension, leading to frequent arguments and a sense of instability. The woman recalls never knowing how her parents would react to her requests, from simple grocery items to outings with friends. Her requests were often met with anger and refusal, citing a lack of affordability. However, unexpectedly and without warning, they would indulge in impulsive spending sprees, like extravagant shopping trips to the mall or buying excessive amounts of groceries, including items previously denied. The stark contrast between their strict frugality and impulsive spending created confusion and emotional whiplash for the woman. This inconsistency and lack of a consistent financial plan left her feeling insecure and unsure about how to manage money responsibly. This example illustrates how the unstable classroom's volatile financial behavior and unpredictable emotional responses can make it challenging for children to develop a healthy understanding of financial principles. Example 3. Rachel's parents' journey from unstable to secure. Rachel shares a personal anecdote revealing that even her own family, known for promoting financial stability, experienced a period of financial instability. While Rachel's memories primarily reflect a secure classroom environment, characterized by open communication and responsible financial practices, her parents revealed that their early years of marriage were quite different. Before achieving financial stability, they went through a phase of intense financial strain, culminating in bankruptcy when Rachel was a baby. This period, marked by conflict and stress, reflects the characteristics of an unstable classroom. This example underscores the fact that financial situations and the corresponding money classroom environments can change over time. With dedication and a willingness to learn and adapt, families can transition from unstable to secure, creating a more positive and stable financial legacy for their children. Example 4, the dorm room juxtaposition, secure versus unstable. A woman raised in a secure classroom recalls a milestone moment that solidified her appreciation for her parents' responsible approach to money. When she moved into her college dorm, she witnessed a stark contrast in her roommate's family. As they unpacked, her roommate's parents engaged in a heated argument about money, revealing their underlying financial stress and lack of communication. The woman, accustomed to calm and intentional financial discussions, felt a sense of unease and discomfort. This experience made her acutely aware of the benefits of the secure classroom, where open communication, discipline, and a shared commitment to financial well-being fostered a sense of security and stability, unlike the unstable classroom dynamics she observed. This example illustrates how witnessing contrasting financial behaviors can highlight the value of a secure financial foundation and provide a deeper appreciation for the positive influences of a secure classroom upbringing. Example 5, the legacy of an unstable classroom, stolen popcorn. Rachel humorously recounts a childhood memory highlighting the lasting impact of an unstable classroom, even when it involves seemingly harmless actions. She recalls her mother's economical habit of reusing a single popcorn bag for free refills at the movie theater for years, a practice that, in retrospect, amounted to stealing. While Rachel acknowledges the humor in the situation and doesn't condone this behavior, she attributes it to her mother's upbringing in an environment where money was tight and every penny mattered. This ingrained mindset, developed in an unstable classroom, influenced her mother's actions, demonstrating how childhood experiences, even those seemingly insignificant, can shape financial behaviors in adulthood. The example underscores that while some behaviors learned in an unstable environment may be harmless, others might require conscious effort and awareness to unlearn and replace with healthier financial habits. Chapter 3, Calm Money Classrooms, a look at the unaware and secure. Rachel explores emotionally calm money classrooms, the unaware and the secure. Unlike the tension and conflict found in stressed money classrooms, these environments lack overt money-related anxiety. However, calm does not automatically equate to healthy. The chapter explores both classrooms, highlighting their unique challenges and offering guidance on achieving true financial peace. The unaware classroom, as its name suggests, is characterized by a lack of communication about money. Children in these homes may have a general sense that everything is fine financially, but they lack any real understanding of their parents' financial situation or the basic principles of money management. This silence can stem from a variety of factors, including parents' desire to shield children from adult worries or their own discomfort with discussing finances. While well-intentioned, this approach can leave children ill-equipped to navigate their own finances in adulthood. The secure classroom presents a more ideal model, characterized by open and calm communication about money. Parents in these homes model responsible financial habits, engage in open discussions about financial decisions, and involve their children in age-appropriate ways. This environment fosters a sense of security and stability around money, setting children up for financial success in adulthood. However, even secure classrooms have their potential pitfalls. Children raised in these environments may underestimate the effort and discipline required to achieve financial security. They may also struggle with financial independence and making sacrifices, as they may not have witnessed the challenges their parents faced in achieving financial stability. Rachel emphasizes that regardless of childhood experiences, individuals have the power to choose their own money classroom and create a more financially secure future. The sources highlight the stories of countless individuals who have successfully transitioned to a secure classroom model later in life, demonstrating that positive change is always possible. To move towards a secure classroom and achieve financial peace, the chapter recommends the following actions. 1. Acknowledge your past. Reflect on your childhood experiences with money to understand how they may be influencing your current financial choices and behaviors. Identifying your milestone moments, those defining experiences that shaped your views on money, is a crucial step in understanding the roots of your financial habits. 2. Embrace financial education. Actively seek out resources to learn about personal finance basics, including budgeting, saving, investing, and debt management. This knowledge empowers you to make informed decisions and break free from unhealthy financial patterns. 3. Create a budget. A zero-based budget, where every dollar is assigned a specific purpose, is fundamental to taking control of your finances and achieving your financial goals. The sources advocate for the use of budgeting apps like EveryDollar to simplify the budgeting process. 4. Communicate openly. Engage in honest and respectful conversations about finances with your spouse or partner. Sharing your past experiences, current goals, and financial fears can foster understanding, collaboration, and a unified approach to managing money. 5. Seek support. Reach out for help from trusted individuals or professionals when needed. This could involve joining a Financial Peace University class, connecting with a financial advisor, or seeking guidance from a mentor who has achieved financial success. 6. Model secure classroom principles. Even if you didn't grow up in a secure classroom, you can create one for your own family by practicing open communication, responsible money management, and intentional financial decision-making. This involves teaching your children about money in age-appropriate ways and demonstrating healthy financial habits. By taking these steps, you can break free from the limitations of your past money classroom and build a secure and peaceful financial future for yourself and your loved ones. 5 examples of calm money classrooms. 1. The expired bread. This anecdote highlights a child growing up in an anxious classroom, emotionally stressed and verbally closed. He realizes the financial constraints of his family when he observes his friend's mother carefully selecting fresh bread while his own mother always buys day-old, expired bread. The lack of open communication about finances in his family leaves him to decipher their situation through observation, contributing to a sense of anxiety and unease around money. 2. Free popcorn refills. This lighthearted story centers around Rachel Cruze's mother's practice of reusing a popcorn bag for free refills at the movie theater. Although not financially dire, it reveals the impact of childhood experiences, even seemingly insignificant ones, on adult money habits. While amusing, it highlights the influence of parental actions, particularly frugal practices, on children's perceptions and behaviors related to money. 3. Unstable to secure. This personal anecdote reveals the dynamic shift within Rachel Cruze's own family. While she remembers a secure classroom environment, her parents acknowledge that their early years were marked by financial instability and conflict, characteristic of an unstable classroom. This story provides hope, demonstrating that financial behaviors can change, and families can transition to healthier money management models. 4. The dorm room curtains. This story contrasts the experiences of 2 college roommates from different money classrooms. One, raised in a secure classroom, is shocked by the other's parents arguing about dorm room curtain expenses, revealing their unstable classroom background. This sharp contrast underscores the lasting impact of childhood financial environments and the challenges that can arise when individuals from different backgrounds navigate shared finances. 5. Facing financial distress. This example showcases the potential consequences of an unaware classroom upbringing. A friend of Rachel Cruze, despite a successful career, faces a financial crisis due to a medical emergency, highlighting the importance of financial literacy and planning. The lack of early exposure to money matters leaves her unprepared for unexpected expenses and the realities of managing finances independently. Chapter 4. Your Unique Money Tendencies. Rachel shifts the focus from childhood influences to individual spending habits, introducing the concept of money tendencies. These tendencies, Cruze explains, are inherent inclinations that shape how individuals approach spending, saving, and giving. Recognizing these tendencies is key to understanding financial behaviors and making informed decisions aligned with personal values and goals. The chapter identifies 7 major money tendencies. 1. Saver or spender. This fundamental tendency reflects an individual's natural inclination towards saving or spending money. Cruze emphasizes that neither tendency is inherently good or bad, but that extremes on either end can be detrimental to financial well-being. 2. Nerd or free spirit. This tendency explores individuals' overall approach to managing money. Nerds thrive on organization, detail, and control, naturally gravitating towards budgeting and meticulous financial planning. Free spirits, on the other hand, prioritize flexibility and spontaneity, often finding structured financial management restrictive and unappealing. 3. Experiences or things. This tendency reveals whether an individual derives greater satisfaction from spending money on tangible possessions or memorable experiences. Understanding this preference can inform spending choices and ensure alignment with what truly brings fulfillment. 4. Quality or quantity. This tendency examines whether an individual prioritizes purchasing a few high-quality items or a larger number of less expensive options. Recognizing this inclination can guide purchasing decisions and prevent unnecessary spending on items that don't truly meet individual needs or preferences. 5. Safety or status. This tendency uncovers the underlying motivation behind financial decisions. Those who associate money with safety seek financial security and peace of mind. Those driven by status view money as a measure of success and social standing, often prioritizing outward appearances and material possessions. 6. Abundance or scarcity. This tendency reflects an individual's underlying beliefs about the availability of resources. An abundance mindset views resources as plentiful, fostering a sense of optimism and generosity. A scarcity mindset, conversely, focuses on limitations, often leading to fear, hoarding, and missed opportunities. 7. Planned giving or spontaneous giving. This tendency describes an individual's natural approach to charitable giving. Planned givers incorporate giving into their budgets and make deliberate decisions about where to direct their donations. Spontaneous givers, on the other hand, respond to immediate needs and opportunities, often giving impulsively in the moment. Cruze emphasizes that these tendencies are not fixed traits but fluid inclinations that can shift over time and in different circumstances. The goal, she explains, is to strive for moderation on each scale, avoiding extremes that can hinder financial well-being. Understanding these tendencies, both individually and in relationships, can enhance communication, foster collaboration, and facilitate the creation of a shared financial vision. Rachel concludes with a call to action, encouraging readers to reflect on their personal money tendencies and consider how those tendencies may be impacting their financial choices and behaviors. Cruze provides a series of questions designed to guide this introspection and facilitate a deeper understanding of individual money habits. This self-awareness, she argues, is crucial to taking control of finances, making informed decisions, and ultimately achieving financial peace. 5 narratives of unique money tendencies. 1. The salmon rolls. This story highlights the difference between an abundance mindset and a scarcity mindset using the example of Rachel Cruze's mother ordering her own separate plate of salmon rolls at a restaurant to ensure she gets what she wants. While the rest of the family sees plenty of food to share, the mother operates from a fear of missing out, showcasing a scarcity mindset. This anecdote underscores how deeply ingrained these mindsets can be, influencing even seemingly minor financial decisions. 2. The adult scooter. This example contrasts experiences versus things and nerd versus free spirit tendencies. Rachel Cruze's husband, a self-proclaimed nerd, desires a practical gift, an adult scooter, for Christmas, while Rachel, a free spirit, generally leans towards experiences. This story emphasizes that these tendencies can coexist within individuals and relationships. It also challenges the misconception that all nerds are savers and free spirits are spenders, as illustrated by the fact that Rachel's father is a nerd who enjoys spending, while her mother is a free spirit saver. 3. Giving away a salary. This anecdote exemplifies the spontaneous giving tendency. Rachel shares the story of her college friend who, moved by the work of a nonprofit, impulsively donates her entire summer salary. While commendable, this action highlights the potential downsides of spontaneous giving without considering long-term financial implications. The story emphasizes the importance of balancing generosity with financial prudence and seeking guidance from trusted individuals before making significant financial decisions. 4. The $700 car payment. This narrative demonstrates the potential clashes that can occur when couples have opposing money tendencies. A friend of Rachel's, a nerd, assumes her free spirit husband thoroughly researched their car purchase. However, his decision to finance a new car, driven by a desire to provide her with a nice vehicle, leads to financial strain when he loses his job. The experience highlights the importance of open communication and recognizing individual money tendencies to facilitate informed joint financial decisions. 5. The $8 Million Janitor. This story showcases the power of financial discipline and long-term commitment to achieving financial goals. Ronald Redd, a janitor, amassed an $8 million fortune through frugal living, consistent investing, and a willingness to learn. This example dismantles the fear of not being smart enough to succeed financially, demonstrating that consistent application of basic financial principles, regardless of income level or educational background, can yield significant results. Chapter 5, Your Money Fears, Part 1. Rachel explores the pervasiveness and impact of money fears. Author Rachel Cruze emphasizes that these fears are not limited to those struggling financially but affect individuals across income levels. The chapter encourages readers to confront their fears, understand their origins, and develop strategies for overcoming them. Rachel differentiates fear from concern or worry, describing it as an intense, often irrational emotion that can paralyze individuals and hinder financial progress. While fear can serve as a protective mechanism, prompting action in dangerous situations, unaddressed fear can become debilitating, narrowing focus and limiting the ability to see solutions or envision a different future. To move through fear, Cruze outlines a 3-step process: name the fear, focus on the truth, and reach out for help. Naming the fear brings it into the open, stripping it of its power to control behavior from the shadows. Focusing on the truth involves challenging irrational fears with facts and logic. Finally, reaching out for help involves connecting with God and seeking support from trusted individuals. The chapter then examines 2 major money fears. Fear number 1, not having enough. This fear, often expressed as if something bad happens, I won't survive financially, is particularly prevalent. Cruze acknowledges the validity of this fear for many, citing statistics that reveal a large percentage of Americans live paycheck to paycheck and lack sufficient emergency savings. This fear can manifest as a present fear, focused on immediate needs like paying bills, or a future fear, centered on long-term security like retirement. Cruze points out that this fear can be irrational, persisting even for individuals with financial stability. To address this fear, Cruze recommends establishing an emergency fund, a cornerstone of the Ramsey Baby Steps, a financial plan developed by her father, Dave Ramsey. The chapter outlines the first 3 baby steps: saving a $1,000 starter emergency fund, paying off all debt, except the house, using the debt snowball method, and building a fully funded emergency fund of 3 to 6 months of expenses. Cruze stresses that while money doesn't guarantee complete peace, eliminating debt and having savings for emergencies can significantly reduce financial stress and provide a sense of security. Fear number 2, not realizing your dreams. This fear, often phrased as time is running out. There's no way I can do what I've always wanted to do, stems from the belief that financial limitations or circumstances prevent the pursuit of meaningful goals. To overcome this fear, Cruze recommends ensuring financial stability as a foundation for pursuing dreams. She emphasizes the importance of working the baby steps, particularly paying off debt, to free up income for future goals. Once finances are in order, Cruze advises building a timeline, setting a target date and working backward to identify necessary steps and financial resources. Cruze concludes by urging readers to maintain hope throughout the process, recognizing that setbacks are inevitable and perseverance is key to achieving long-term dreams. The chapter sets the stage for a deeper examination of 4 additional money fears, providing readers with a framework for understanding and addressing their own financial anxieties. 5 stories of confronting money fears. 1. The purse snatching. This story, while not directly related to finances, serves as a powerful analogy for dealing with fear. Rachel Cruze recounts her sister-in-law Kristen's encounter with a mugger. Kristen, faced with a potentially life-threatening situation, reacts calmly and hands over her purse, prioritizing safety over possessions. This anecdote emphasizes that fear, while a natural response, can be managed effectively by focusing on the immediate need and taking decisive action. Cruze draws a parallel to money fears, suggesting that acknowledging and naming the fear, focusing on truth, and seeking support are crucial steps to regaining control. 2. The $700,000 farming debt. This story underscores the fear of past mistakes and the weight they can carry. A couple burdened by debt from failed farming businesses seeks help from Ramsey Solutions, feeling overwhelmed by the magnitude of their financial missteps. Their situation, mirroring Rachel Cruze's parents' experience with bankruptcy, highlights the potential for marital strain and emotional exhaustion caused by financial burdens. The anecdote emphasizes that while past mistakes can be painful and have lasting consequences, taking responsibility, seeking support, and developing a plan for moving forward are essential for healing and rebuilding. 3. The investment meeting. This personal story centers on Rachel Cruze's fear of not being capable of understanding financial matters. Despite growing up immersed in financial principles, she experiences anxiety and confusion during a meeting with an investment professional after her marriage. Cruze's determination to ask questions until she fully comprehends the situation illustrates that a lack of knowledge does not equate to inability. This narrative emphasizes that seeking clarification and education are empowering actions that can dispel fear and build confidence in managing money. 4. Haley's tuition money. This example combats the fear of external forces by showcasing an individual's agency in overcoming financial challenges. Haley, determined to attend college without incurring debt, works multiple jobs to earn her tuition. This story underscores that hard work and dedication can overcome perceived limitations imposed by external factors. It emphasizes that taking personal responsibility and focusing on controllable actions can pave the way to achieving financial goals. 5. Bobby Bones and overpaying bills. This story, drawn from the experience of radio personality Bobby Bones, illustrates the fear of repeating past financial struggles. Bones, who grew up in poverty, develops a habit of overpaying utility bills as a way to ensure he never faces disconnection. While acknowledging that this behavior stems from an irrational fear, Cruze highlights that it serves as a coping mechanism for managing deep-seated anxiety. This anecdote emphasizes that past experiences, particularly those involving financial hardship, can leave a lasting impact on financial behavior and create fears that require intentional effort to overcome. Chapter 6, Your Money Fears, Part 2. Rachel continues exploring common money fears, urging readers to identify, confront, and replace them with truth. Rachel Cruze reiterates the three-step process introduced in Part 1, name the fear, focus on the truth, and reach out for help. The chapter focuses on 4 additional money fears that often hinder financial progress. Fear number 3, not being capable. This fear, often articulated as "I can't win with money because I'm not smart enough," stems from a belief that financial success requires specialized knowledge or an aptitude for complex math. Cruze acknowledges that the financial world can feel intimidating with its jargon and intricate concepts. However, she emphasizes that personal finance is indeed personal, rooted in individual behavior and consistent application of simple principles. Cruze emphasizes that managing money is primarily about behavior, not complex calculations. She underscores the importance of mastering basic financial principles, such as living within one's means, avoiding debt, and budgeting. She encourages readers to ask questions when they encounter unfamiliar terms or concepts, citing her own experience of feeling overwhelmed during an investment meeting despite her upbringing steeped in financial knowledge. Fear number 4, external forces. This fear manifests as a belief that I can't succeed because of how the world works, attributing financial struggles to external factors beyond one's control, such as government policies, economic downturns, or societal systems. Cruze challenges this fear by emphasizing personal responsibility and focusing on areas within one's control. Cruze argues that believing the problem is insurmountable will inherently make it so. Instead, she advocates for a mindset shift, focusing on belief in oneself and the power of individual action. She highlights 3 specific areas individuals can control: their work ethic, their money, and their attitude. Cruze encourages readers to adopt a proactive approach, working diligently, managing finances responsibly, and maintaining a positive outlook. Fear number 5, past mistakes. This fear, expressed as "I'll never be able to get ahead because of the really bad money mistakes I've made," focuses on the weight of past financial missteps and the belief that they permanently hinder future success. Cruze acknowledges the pain and long-lasting consequences of past mistakes but emphasizes the possibility of moving forward. Cruze utilizes the example of a couple facing $700,000 of debt due to failed business ventures, highlighting the potential for past mistakes to cripple both finances and relationships. She emphasizes the importance of taking responsibility for past choices, seeking support from others, and developing a plan to address the situation. Cruze stresses that acknowledging and addressing past mistakes, rather than ignoring or minimizing them, is essential for breaking free from their grip. Fear number 6, repeating the past. This fear, articulated as "I'm scared I'll end up like my parents," stems from witnessing and experiencing the negative consequences of others' financial behaviors. Cruze points out that this fear can manifest in various ways, including fearing poverty, replicating unhealthy spending habits, or developing an aversion to wealth due to negative associations. Cruze encourages readers to seek out new money role models, individuals who exemplify healthy financial habits and values aligned with their aspirations. She suggests finding mentors who have successfully navigated similar challenges, such as overcoming debt, building wealth, or maintaining a balanced perspective on money. Cruze emphasizes that individuals are not destined to repeat the past and can choose to learn new behaviors and develop healthier financial habits. Cruze concludes the chapter by highlighting the transformative power of generosity in overcoming fear. She argues that giving, even when resources feel scarce, can shift one's perspective, fostering a sense of abundance and gratitude. She encourages readers to identify their unique money fears, confront them with truth, seek support, and embrace generosity as a path to financial and emotional freedom. Here are 5 examples that illustrating various financial anxieties. 1. The $30 million man still fears poverty. This story centers on a successful businessman who sells his company for $30 million but chooses to return to work despite his newfound wealth. Despite being debt-free and owning 2 homes, this man confesses to a friend that he fears losing everything and ending up back in the poverty he experienced as a child. This anecdote demonstrates that fear, particularly the fear of scarcity, can persist even in the face of financial abundance. It suggests that financial peace is not solely determined by net worth, but by addressing underlying emotional and psychological factors. 2. Rachel Cruze's "You talked really fast" moment. This personal story illustrates the fear of not being capable, particularly in a public speaking context. Cruze recounts her early experience speaking to large audiences as a teenager, highlighting her initial nervousness and self-doubt. Despite a successful presentation, a well-intentioned critique about her speaking pace deflates her confidence and reinforces her fear. This narrative emphasizes that negative feedback, even when unintentional, can deeply impact self-perception and perpetuate fears, particularly when they align with pre-existing insecurities. 3. The $40,000 in debt millionaire and the leased luxury car. This story highlights the fear of repeating past mistakes and the ongoing struggle to maintain healthy financial habits even after achieving financial success. A man who successfully pays off $40,000 of debt and becomes a millionaire within 10 years makes a seemingly impulsive decision to lease a luxury car. He quickly regrets the decision, not because of the cost but because it violates his commitment to avoiding debt. This anecdote underscores that financial progress is an ongoing journey and that past behaviors can resurface even after achieving significant milestones. It emphasizes the importance of consistent vigilance and self-awareness in maintaining financial health. 4. Angela's $60,000 consumer debt turnaround. This story demonstrates the power of a sick and tired moment as a catalyst for change. Angela, overwhelmed by $60,000 of consumer debt and feeling trapped in a cycle of overspending, experiences a moment of clarity and decides to take drastic action. She and her husband commit to the baby steps, drastically reduce their spending, and successfully pay off their debt in under 3 years. This narrative emphasizes that change often requires hitting a point of exhaustion or frustration, which can provide the impetus for making difficult but necessary choices. It highlights the potential for significant and rapid transformation when individuals are fully committed to change. 5. The Financial Peace University Experience. This example, while not a specific story, showcases the positive impact of community and support in overcoming financial fears and achieving lasting change. Cruze emphasizes the benefits of participating in Financial Peace University, citing the supportive environment, shared experiences, and accountability it provides. She highlights the power of connecting with like-minded individuals who are also working towards financial health, emphasizing that shared struggles and successes can bolster motivation and reinforce commitment. This example underscores the importance of seeking support and surrounding oneself with a community that encourages and reinforces positive financial behaviors. Chapter 7. How you respond to money mistakes. Cruze shifts from exploring personal money mindsets to examining how individuals respond to money mistakes. The chapter emphasizes that everyone makes mistakes, and these errors, while potentially costly, offer valuable opportunities for learning and growth. Cruze introduces the grace scale, a spectrum that illustrates the range of responses to financial missteps, from extending too much grace to withholding it entirely. The chapter explores the extremes of this scale, enabling on the side of excessive grace and legalism on the side of insufficient grace. Enabling. This extreme response is characterized by excessive forgiveness and a reluctance to impose consequences for financial errors. Enablers often make excuses for their own or others' mistakes, minimizing the impact and failing to address underlying issues. Cruze cautions that while grace is essential in relationships, enabling behavior can be detrimental, perpetuating negative patterns and hindering financial progress. She provides several examples of common excuses that mask enabling behavior, such as blaming lack of planning for overspending or justifying debt accumulation due to job dissatisfaction. Legalism. This extreme response emphasizes strict adherence to rules and principles, often prioritizing financial correctness over compassion and understanding. Legalists tend to be highly critical of financial errors, both their own and those of others, and may struggle to forgive mistakes or offer second chances. Cruze argues that while integrity and financial responsibility are important, an overly legalistic approach can damage relationships and create an environment of shame and judgment. She recounts a personal anecdote of overreacting to a minor financial error, highlighting the potential for legalism to create unnecessary stress and conflict. Balancing grace and truth. The chapter advocates for finding a balance between grace and truth when responding to money mistakes. Cruze suggests using the golden rule as a guide, urging readers to consider how they would want to be treated in similar situations. She recounts an incident of damaging her new car and receiving a gracious response from her husband, highlighting the power of understanding and forgiveness in maintaining healthy relationships. Cruze emphasizes that mistakes are valuable learning opportunities, providing feedback that can lead to improved decision-making and behavior. She encourages readers to approach mistakes with curiosity rather than self-recrimination, focusing on the lessons learned and the steps needed to course-correct. Healthy boundaries. Cruze underscores the importance of establishing healthy boundaries, particularly in situations where financial assistance is requested or offered. Cruze emphasizes that helping others should not come at the expense of one's own financial well-being and advocates for setting clear expectations and consequences when providing financial support. She provides specific steps for navigating situations where enabling behavior is present, such as communicating clear expectations, establishing time limits for assistance, and detaching from the outcome. Cruze concludes by urging readers to reflect on their typical responses to money mistakes and identify areas for improvement. Cruze encourages readers to cultivate a balanced approach that combines grace and truth, fostering an environment of learning, growth, and healthy financial behaviors. Here are 5 narrative examples that illustrating how individuals react to financial errors, showcasing both healthy and unhealthy approaches. 1. The forgotten cable bill. This anecdote from Rachel Cruze's personal life exemplifies a balanced response to a minor money mistake. Cruze realizes she's been unknowingly paying for a premium cable channel she and her husband no longer watch. While this error represents a financial waste, Cruze and her husband choose to laugh it off and view the situation as a humorous reminder that even those committed to financial responsibility can make mistakes. This example illustrates a grace-filled approach where the focus is on learning from the error and adjusting behavior without resorting to blame or self-recrimination. 2. The $700,000 farming business debacle. This story highlights the destructive consequences of enabling behavior when responding to major financial mistakes. A couple in their 40s, burdened by substantial debt from failed farming businesses, receives a significant bailout from the wife's parents. While the parents' intentions are undoubtedly good, their financial intervention fails to address the underlying spending habits that contributed to the couple's financial distress. The couple, relieved of immediate pressure but lacking the necessary tools and accountability, quickly falls back into debt, illustrating how excessive grace without accompanying behavioral change can perpetuate negative cycles. 3. The $8 refund and the overreaction. This personal anecdote shared by Cruze demonstrates the negative impact of legalism when responding to a relatively minor financial error. Cruze's friend, upset over missing side items from a drive-thru order, expends considerable time and energy pursuing an $8 refund. The friend's intense reaction, while understandable, ultimately creates unnecessary stress and highlights the tendency of legalistic individuals to prioritize financial correctness over emotional well-being and relational harmony. This example emphasizes the importance of perspective and the need to temper a commitment to principles with compassion and flexibility. 4. The It's Jesus Chicken Chick-fil-A incident. This story contrasts a legalistic response with a more grace-filled approach. A woman, distressed by her husband's financial infidelity, seeks Cruze's advice after discovering her husband made unauthorized Chick-fil-A purchases. Cruze, perceiving the situation as relatively minor and potentially stemming from forgetfulness rather than malicious intent, highlights the importance of perspective and forgiveness in marital finances. This anecdote suggests that legalistic tendencies can lead to an overblown sense of injustice, potentially straining relationships over insignificant financial discrepancies. 5. The hypothetical parental bailout scenario. This extended example outlines a step-by-step approach to navigating a situation where financial assistance is requested. Cruze provides guidance on responding to a parent facing financial distress and seeking financial support from their adult child. She emphasizes the importance of prioritizing one's own financial stability before offering assistance. Encouraging financial education and behavior change rather than simply providing a bailout. Establishing clear expectations and boundaries for any financial assistance provided. Maintaining open communication and monitoring progress towards financial goals. This comprehensive example illustrates a balanced approach that blends compassion and support with a commitment to promoting long-term financial health and avoiding enabling behavior. Chapter 8. The best way to respond when money mistakes happen. Cruze exploring the ideal way to react when financial missteps inevitably occur. Rachel Cruze emphasizes that mistakes are an unavoidable part of life, and she encourages readers to reframe their thinking about them. Instead of seeing mistakes as personal failures, Cruze highlights their potential as valuable teaching moments. Cruze focuses on the need to balance grace and truth when addressing these money mishaps. Grace, in this context, means offering compassion, understanding, and forgiveness, recognizing that everyone is human and prone to errors. Truth, on the other hand, means honestly acknowledging the situation, addressing the root cause, and setting clear expectations for positive change. Cruze cautions against overemphasizing either grace or truth, arguing that both extremes are unhelpful. Leaning too heavily on grace can lead to enabling, where ongoing bad behavior is excused and allowed to continue. Conversely, leaning too heavily on truth can lead to legalism, where a rigid adherence to rules and principles creates an environment of judgment and shame. Finding a healthy balance between these two is essential for personal growth and healthy relationships. To help readers strike this balance, Cruze suggests using the golden rule as a guide. Putting yourself in the other person's shoes and considering how you would want to be treated in a similar situation can help you respond with empathy and fairness. Learning from mistakes. Cruze reinforces the idea that mistakes are valuable learning experiences. They provide real-time feedback, helping us to understand the consequences of our choices and motivating us to make better decisions in the future. When a money mistake occurs, the challenge is to resist the urge to dwell on the mistake and beat yourself up, and instead, approach the situation with curiosity. Cruze suggests asking yourself a few key questions. Asterisk, what can I learn from this? Asterisk, why did I make this choice? Asterisk, what do I need to change going forward? This shift in perspective turns a potentially negative experience into an opportunity for growth and improvement. Setting healthy boundaries. Cruze stresses the importance of setting healthy boundaries when responding to money mistakes, particularly when someone is asking for financial assistance. Cruze reminds readers that helping others should never come at the expense of your own financial well-being. She provides a 5-step approach to navigating these situations, using a hypothetical scenario of parents requesting financial help from their adult child. 1. Don't enable. Offering money without addressing the root cause of the problem won't help in the long run and can even be harmful. It's like giving an alcoholic another drink. 2. Secure your own financial foundation. You can't help others if you're struggling yourself. Prioritize building a solid financial foundation by following the baby steps before offering any financial assistance. 3. Establish a unified front. If you are married or in a committed relationship, you and your partner need to be on the same page about whether and how you will help. Making a unilateral decision can create conflict in your own relationship. 4. Create and communicate a clear plan. Define the type and amount of help you are willing to provide, the duration of the assistance, and any conditions attached to it, such as attending financial education classes or following a budget. Communicate this plan clearly, in writing if necessary, to avoid misunderstandings. 5. Follow up and monitor progress. Check in regularly to see how they're doing and whether they're following through on their commitments. This helps hold them accountable and ensures that your assistance is being used effectively. Cruze concludes by encouraging readers to create a culture of grace and growth in their own lives and relationships. This means accepting that mistakes will happen, responding with compassion and understanding, viewing errors as chances to learn, and establishing clear boundaries to protect your financial well-being. By embracing this approach, you can turn money mistakes into valuable lessons and build stronger relationships. Examples of applying grace and truth to money mistakes. 1. The forgiving spouse. Imagine a husband who frequently forgets to record his small, spur-of-the-moment purchases in the budget. His wife, the meticulous budgeter, feels frustrated and disrespected each time this happens. Applying the golden rule, she puts herself in her husband's shoes and remembers that he's not intentionally trying to sabotage their finances. She chooses to extend grace, gently reminding him about the budget and offering reassurance that they can work through it together. She also acknowledges her own tendency towards legalism and makes a conscious effort to be more understanding. 2. The compassionate parent. A young adult child, fresh out of college, is struggling to manage their finances and asks their parent for a loan. Instead of simply writing a check, the parent acknowledges their child's difficulties and expresses their love and support. They offer to help create a budget, provide guidance on financial planning, and perhaps even offer to match a certain amount of savings to encourage responsible money habits. This response combines both grace and truth, offering assistance while emphasizing the importance of financial independence. 3. The understanding diner. A friend accidentally spills a glass of red wine on your new white couch. While initially dismayed, you remember that accidents happen. You reassure your friend that it's okay and that you don't want them to worry about it. This act of grace preserves the friendship and avoids unnecessary tension. Later, you can explore options for cleaning the couch without placing blame. 4. The patient customer. You discover an error on your restaurant bill where you were overcharged for an item. Instead of immediately becoming angry and confrontational, you calmly bring the mistake to the server's attention. You assume the best, believing it was an honest oversight, and express confidence that they will correct the issue. This approach is more likely to result in a positive resolution and a pleasant dining experience. 5. The graceful receiver. You realize that you overspent on a recent shopping trip and exceeded your budget for the month. Instead of berating yourself and feeling like a failure, you acknowledge the mistake and make adjustments to your spending plan for the following month. You remind yourself that everyone makes mistakes and that this one doesn't define your overall financial progress. This self-compassion allows you to move forward without dwelling on the past. These examples illustrate how applying a balance of grace and truth to money mistakes can lead to stronger relationships, improved financial habits, and greater peace of mind. Chapter 9. What motivates you to spend money? Cruze shifts the focus from responding to money mistakes to understanding spending motivations. It encourages readers to look beyond the simple act of buying and explore the deeper why behind their purchasing decisions. Cruze introduces the concept of the spending scale, which ranges from spending for oneself to spending for others. She argues that truly winning with money requires understanding where you fall on this scale and making conscious choices that align with your values and goals. Why you buy what you buy? The chapter begins by asking a fundamental question: why do you buy what you buy? Cruze challenges readers to examine their purchases, from everyday necessities like groceries to bigger ticket items like cars and vacations, and identify the underlying motivations. Is it a genuine desire for the item, a need to impress others, or a way to fill an emotional void? Understanding these motivations is crucial for developing healthy spending habits. The spending scale. The chapter introduces the spending scale, a spectrum that reflects whether your purchases are driven by your own needs and values or by the perceived expectations of others. On one end of the scale is spending for yourself, which means making choices based on what genuinely brings you joy, serves a purpose in your life, or aligns with your personal values. This type of spending isn't inherently selfish, it's about living authentically and prioritizing what truly matters to you. On the other end of the scale is spending for others, which means making purchases based on what you think others will approve of, admire, or envy. This type of spending is often driven by a desire to fit in, keep up with the Joneses, or project a certain image. Cruze acknowledges that everyone likely falls somewhere in between these two extremes and that the scale isn't static. Your position on the scale can shift over time as you grow, learn, and refine your values. The goal is to become more aware of your spending motivations and make intentional choices that move you closer to the spending for yourself end of the spectrum. Fear of man versus contentment. The chapter explores two key concepts that influence where you fall on the spending scale: fear of man and contentment. Fear of man, or caring too much about what others think, can drive unhealthy spending habits. When you're constantly trying to impress or keep up with others, you're more likely to make purchases you can't afford, accumulate debt, and ultimately feel dissatisfied. Cruze contrasts this with contentment, a state of being satisfied with what you have and where you are in life. Content people are less susceptible to the comparison trap and are more likely to make spending choices that align with their values and goals. Cruze suggests that contentment is a process that involves cultivating gratitude, humility, and a focus on what truly matters. This mindset shift can help break the cycle of spending for others and create a more fulfilling relationship with money. Practical tips for mindful spending. The chapter provides practical tips for becoming a more mindful spender, including a set of questions to ask yourself before making a purchase. 1. If no one ever sees this purchase, do I still want it? This question forces you to consider whether the item is something you genuinely desire or if it's primarily for show. 2. If I don't post about it on social media, do I still want it? In today's social media-driven culture, it's easy to fall into the trap of buying things for the likes and validation they might bring. This question helps you separate your true desires from the desire for external validation. 3. If it gets ruined, how will that affect me? If the thought of the item getting damaged or lost fills you with anxiety or a sense of loss, it might be a sign that you're placing too much value on material possessions. 4. Do I believe I will be fulfilled after making this purchase? Many people shop in search of happiness or fulfillment, but the satisfaction from material possessions is often fleeting. This question encourages you to consider whether the purchase is truly aligned with your deeper needs and values. 5. Do I believe this thing is going to make me happy? Similar to the previous question, this prompt challenges you to examine your expectations and motivations. True happiness is rarely found in material things. Budgeting as a spending tool. Cruze reiterates the importance of budgeting as a tool for mindful spending. A budget not only helps you track your income and expenses but also forces you to make conscious choices about how you allocate your money. When you have a plan for your money, you're less likely to make impulse purchases or overspend in certain categories. This can help you break the cycle of emotional spending and make more intentional choices that align with your values and goals. By asking these questions and using a budget as a guide, you can shift your spending habits from impulsive reactions to thoughtful decisions, creating a more fulfilling relationship with your money and your life. 5 examples of spending motivations. 1. The status seeker. Imagine Sarah, a young professional, browsing a high-end clothing store. She spots a designer handbag that she knows is far beyond her budget. She doesn't need a new bag, and her current one is perfectly functional. However, she's drawn to the luxurious leather and the prestigious brand name. She imagines the envious glances from her coworkers and the admiring comments from her friends. She justifies the purchase by telling herself that she deserves a treat after working so hard. In reality, Sarah is driven by the desire for status and the validation she believes this purchase will bring. This is an example of spending for others, where the motivation is rooted in external validation rather than genuine need or personal value. 2. The content homebody. Contrast Sarah with John, a man who finds joy in the simple pleasures of life. He prefers spending his evenings at home, reading a good book, cooking a delicious meal, or spending time with his loved ones. He's content with his modest apartment and his well-worn furniture. When it comes to spending money, John is deliberate and thoughtful. He saves up for experiences that bring him genuine joy, like taking a weekend trip to the mountains or attending a concert with his favorite band. He's not swayed by trends or the pressure to keep up with the Joneses. He focuses on living a life that is authentic to his values and brings him true happiness. This is an example of spending for yourself, where the motivation is rooted in personal fulfillment and contentment. 3. The fearful investor. Meet Emily, a woman haunted by memories of her parents' financial struggles. Witnessing their stress and anxiety around money instilled in her a deep fear of scarcity and a desire for financial security. This fear drives Emily to make conservative financial decisions. She saves diligently, avoids any unnecessary spending, and shies away from investments that she perceives as risky. While her cautious approach has helped her build a solid financial foundation, her fear also prevents her from taking calculated risks that could potentially lead to greater financial growth. This example highlights how past experiences and money fears can shape spending motivations. 4. The purpose-driven philanthropist. Consider David, a successful entrepreneur who has always felt a strong calling to help others. He believes that wealth is a tool to make a positive impact on the world and is committed to using his resources to support causes he cares deeply about. David donates generously to charities that fight poverty, promote education, and advocate for social justice. He's also involved in mentorship programs, volunteering his time and expertise to support aspiring entrepreneurs. David's spending is driven by a sense of purpose and a desire to make a difference. He finds fulfillment in using his money to help others and create a more just and equitable world. This example shows how a strong sense of purpose can inform spending decisions and lead to a life of greater meaning. 5. The emotional spender. Meet Lisa, a woman who struggles with emotional spending. Whenever she feels stressed, anxious, or down, she turns to online shopping for a quick mood boost. The act of browsing and buying provides her with a temporary sense of control and happiness, but the feeling is fleeting. Soon after the initial rush subsides, she's left with a pile of unnecessary purchases and a sense of guilt. Lisa's spending is driven by her emotions rather than her needs or values. She's using shopping as a coping mechanism to avoid dealing with the underlying causes of her unhappiness. This example demonstrates the dangers of emotional spending and the importance of developing healthier ways to manage stress and negative emotions. These examples provide a glimpse into the diverse range of factors that can influence our spending motivations. Understanding these influences is crucial for developing a healthier relationship with money and making choices that lead to greater fulfillment and financial well-being. Chapter 10. What motivates you to save money? Cruze explores the often overlooked connection between saving and dreaming. It challenges the common perception of saving as a chore or a burden and reframes it as a joyful act of investing in your future and making your dreams a reality. The chapter encourages readers to embrace their dreams and understand how their individual dreaming styles influence their saving habits. The importance of dreams. The chapter begins by acknowledging the common excuses people use for not saving: not making enough money, spending more than they earn, being weighed down by debt, or growing up in a money environment that didn't prioritize saving. Cruze argues that, while these reasons may seem valid, they often mask a deeper issue: a lack of connection between saving and dreaming. Saving without a dream can feel meaningless and uninspiring. It's like running on a treadmill: you're putting in the effort but not going anywhere. However, when you have a clear vision of what you're saving for, the act of setting aside money becomes purposeful and even exciting. Dreams fuel motivation. They provide a tangible goal to work towards, making the sacrifices and discipline of saving more palatable. Cruze emphasizes that dreams are not frivolous or selfish; they are essential for a fulfilling life and a healthy relationship with money. By identifying and pursuing your dreams, you gain clarity about your values and priorities, allowing you to make more intentional decisions about how you spend and save your money. Dreamers and realists. The chapter introduces two primary dreaming styles: dreamers and realists, emphasizing that everyone leans towards one or the other. Dreamers are often full of ideas and aspirations. They are easily inspired and excited about possibilities but may struggle with the practicalities of saving. They may find it challenging to wait patiently for their dreams to materialize, as their enthusiasm pushes them to jump in head first. Realists, on the other hand, are grounded and practical. They carefully consider the logistics and details before pursuing a dream, excelling at planning and execution. However, they may become discouraged by the perceived enormity of their goals or overwhelmed by the time and effort required. Cruze emphasizes the importance of balancing both dreaming styles. Dreamers can benefit from adopting some of the realists' practicality and planning skills, while realists can embrace the dreamer's enthusiasm and allow themselves to envision bigger possibilities. By finding a middle ground, you can harness the strengths of both approaches to effectively save for and achieve your dreams. Overcoming barriers to dreaming. Cruze also addresses common obstacles that hinder people from dreaming. 1. The daily grind. The demands of daily life can consume our time and energy, leaving little space for dreaming and planning for the future. 2. Naysayers. Negative voices from others or self-doubt can discourage us from pursuing our dreams and make us question their feasibility. 3. Trauma. Past experiences of financial hardship, failure, or disappointment can make us hesitant to dream big or believe that positive change is possible. Cruze encourages readers to push past these barriers, emphasizing that dreams are a vital part of a fulfilling life and a driving force behind financial success. Types of dreams. The chapter concludes by exploring 3 categories of dreams. 1. Short-term dreams. These are goals that can be achieved within 2 years, providing quick wins and boosting motivation. They often require less financial investment and can serve as stepping stones towards larger goals. 2. Long-term dreams. These require more time and resources, often taking more than 2 years to achieve. They may involve significant financial planning and saving, such as paying off a mortgage or saving for retirement. 3. Shared dreams. These involve other people, such as spouses, family members, or business partners. These dreams require collaboration, communication, and shared commitment to reach a common goal. Cruze provides examples of dreams in each category and encourages readers to identify their own dreams, writing them down and considering the steps needed to make them a reality. She emphasizes that prioritizing dreams and aligning them with the baby steps can lead to both financial success and a life filled with purpose and meaning. By understanding the connection between saving and dreaming, recognizing your individual dreaming style, and overcoming barriers to dreaming, you can unlock the motivation and resources needed to create a life you love and achieve lasting financial well-being. 5 narrative examples of saving motivations. 1. The aspiring homeowner. Imagine a young couple, let's call them Mark and Jessica, who dream of owning their first home. They're tired of renting and long for a place they can truly call their own, where they can put down roots and create a space that reflects their personalities and shared dreams. This dream fuels their commitment to saving. They diligently track their expenses, cut back on unnecessary spending, and consistently contribute to a dedicated savings account earmarked for a down payment. They visualize themselves moving into their dream home, hosting gatherings with friends and family, and creating a loving and comfortable space for their future children. Their dream acts as a powerful motivator, driving them to make financial choices that support their long-term goal. This example illustrates how a shared dream can foster collaboration and commitment to saving. 2. The prudent planner. Meet Maria, a single woman who prioritizes financial security. Having witnessed her grandparents struggle financially in their later years, she's determined to avoid a similar fate. She understands that unexpected events, like medical emergencies or job loss, can derail even the most carefully laid financial plans. This understanding motivates her to save diligently for a fully funded emergency fund. She sets aside a portion of each paycheck, knowing that this financial cushion will provide peace of mind and protect her from financial hardship in case of unforeseen circumstances. Maria's motivation stems from a desire for safety and preparedness, fueled by both personal experience and a realist approach to financial planning. 3. The legacy builder. Consider Thomas, a successful businessman who's driven by a desire to leave a lasting legacy for his family. He wants to ensure that his children and grandchildren have access to opportunities that he didn't have and are financially secure for generations to come. This vision motivates him to make long-term investments, prioritizing saving for retirement and building generational wealth. He carefully researches investment options, consults with financial advisors, and consistently contributes to retirement accounts. Thomas understands that his present actions will have a ripple effect on his family's future, and he finds fulfillment in knowing that his financial discipline will create a brighter future for those he loves. This example demonstrates how a long-term vision and a desire to create a positive impact can drive sustained saving habits. 4. The passionate traveler. Imagine a young woman named Sophia who dreams of exploring the world. She's captivated by different cultures, breathtaking landscapes, and the thrill of experiencing new adventures. This passion fuels her commitment to saving for travel. She creates a detailed travel budget, researches affordable travel options, and sets aside a specific amount each month to fund her adventures. She visualizes herself hiking through ancient ruins, sampling exotic cuisines, and immersing herself in the vibrant tapestry of different cultures. Sophia's motivation is rooted in her desire for personal fulfillment and the joy of experiencing the world, aligning her saving goals with her individual values and passions. This example highlights how a deeply held passion can provide the motivation to save for a specific goal. 5. The entrepreneurial dreamer. Meet David, a creative and ambitious individual who dreams of starting his own business. He's tired of working for someone else and longs for the freedom and flexibility of being his own boss. This entrepreneurial spirit motivates him to save for the initial investment capital needed to launch his venture. He carefully tracks his expenses, identifies areas where he can cut back, and diligently sets aside any extra income to build his business fund. He visualizes his business thriving, offering innovative products or services, and creating a positive impact on his community. David's motivation is driven by a combination of passion, ambition, and a desire for autonomy, aligning his saving goals with his long-term career aspirations. This example illustrates how a dream of personal and professional growth can inspire focused saving. These examples demonstrate the diverse range of motivations that can drive people to save money. Whether it's a desire for security, a passion for travel, or a dream of owning a home, aligning your saving goals with your values, dreams, and future aspirations can make the process more meaningful and ultimately lead to greater financial well-being and a more fulfilling life. Chapter 11. Discovering what's most important to you. Cruze encourages readers to go beyond mere financial planning and connect their money decisions to their deepest values and aspirations. It emphasizes that understanding your why, the driving force behind your financial goals, is essential for creating a life you love. This chapter builds upon the connection between saving and dreaming established in the previous chapter and provides a framework for prioritizing and pursuing those dreams in a way that reflects what truly matters to you. Dreams, a roadmap to your why. Cruze begins by emphasizing the importance of identifying and clarifying your dreams. These aspirations, whether big or small, short-term or long-term, provide valuable insights into your values, passions, and the life you envision for yourself. Cruze encourages readers to think broadly and without self-censorship, capturing the essence of their desires before getting bogged down in logistical details. Categorizing your dreams. To help readers organize their dreams and create a tangible roadmap for achieving them, Cruze introduces 3 categories. 1. Short-term dreams, achievable within 2 years. These dreams provide quick wins and tangible progress, fueling motivation and reinforcing positive financial habits. 2. Long-term dreams. These require more time, resources, and planning, often extending beyond 2 years. They may involve significant financial goals, such as buying a home, starting a business, or achieving financial independence. 3. Shared dreams. These involve collaboration with others, such as spouses, family members, or friends. These dreams foster connection, shared purpose, and can strengthen relationships. By categorizing their dreams, readers can gain clarity about their priorities and allocate their time, energy, and resources accordingly. The importance of so that. Cruze emphasizes the importance of identifying the so that behind each dream. This involves digging deeper than the surface-level desire and understanding the underlying motivations and values that drive it. For example, the dream of buying a bigger house might be fueled by a desire for more space for family gatherings, a home office to pursue a passion project, or a sense of security and stability. By uncovering the so that, you can ensure that your dreams are truly aligned with your values and will contribute to a more fulfilling life. Refining your dreams. The chapter acknowledges that dreams can evolve over time and encourages readers to be open to refining their aspirations as their circumstances, priorities, and understanding of themselves change. What seemed important a few years ago may no longer hold the same appeal, and new dreams may emerge as you gain experience and clarity about your values. Prioritizing your dreams. With a clear understanding of their dreams and the so that behind them, readers are then encouraged to prioritize their aspirations to create a realistic action plan. This involves aligning their dreams with the baby steps, ensuring that foundational financial goals, such as becoming debt-free and building an emergency fund, are addressed before pursuing more discretionary dreams. By prioritizing wisely, you can avoid derailing your long-term financial well-being while still making progress toward your most cherished aspirations. Actionable steps for achieving your dreams. To bridge the gap between dreaming and achieving, Cruze offers practical advice, encouraging readers to 1. Create a visual plan. Translate your dreams into a tangible roadmap by outlining the steps involved, estimated costs, and potential timelines. 2. Break down large goals into smaller, manageable steps. This makes daunting dreams feel more achievable and provides a sense of progress along the way. 3. Set realistic expectations. Understand that some dreams may take time and effort to achieve, and be patient with yourself as you work towards them. 4. Celebrate milestones. Acknowledge your progress and find ways to mark your achievements to maintain motivation and enthusiasm. By taking these steps, you can transform your dreams from vague aspirations into concrete realities, creating a life that reflects what is truly most important to you. Cruze emphasizes that financial success is not simply about accumulating wealth but about aligning your money decisions with your values and purpose. By understanding your why and prioritizing your dreams accordingly, you can create a life that is both financially secure and deeply fulfilling. This chapter serves as a reminder that money is a tool that, when used wisely and intentionally, can help you build a life that reflects your most authentic self. 5 examples of discovering what's most important to you. 1. The family-oriented couple. Imagine a young couple, Sarah and Ben, who have always dreamt of having a large family. They visualize a bustling household filled with the laughter of children, family dinners around a spacious table, and annual vacations creating lasting memories. However, their current two-bedroom apartment feels cramped, and their busy work schedules leave them with little time for quality family moments. Recognizing that their dream is rooted in a desire for deeper connection and a strong family unit, they decide to prioritize saving for a larger home. This decision might involve temporarily scaling back on other spending, such as dining out or entertainment, and exploring ways to increase their income. They're so that fostering a loving and supportive environment for their growing family fuels their commitment to this long-term dream. 2. The aspiring artist. Meet Emily, a talented graphic designer who has always harbored a passion for painting. She dreams of quitting her corporate job to pursue her art full-time, envisioning a studio filled with canvases, the freedom to express her creativity, and the joy of sharing her art with the world. However, financial security is a major concern. Recognizing that her dream stems from a desire for creative fulfillment and a more authentic life, she decides to start small. Instead of making a drastic career change immediately, she sets a short-term goal of taking a weekly painting class, gradually building her skills and confidence. She also starts a dedicated savings account to fund future art supplies and potential studio space. Emily so that to live a life aligned with her passions guides her financial choices, allowing her to pursue her dream gradually while maintaining financial stability. 3. The compassionate advocate. Consider Michael, who has always been deeply moved by the plight of the homeless in his city. He dreams of starting a nonprofit organization that provides shelter, job training, and support services to help individuals transition out of homelessness. Recognizing that this dream is fueled by a desire to make a tangible difference in the lives of others, he decides to begin by volunteering at a local homeless shelter. This allows him to gain first-hand experience and a deeper understanding of the challenges faced by the homeless community. He also starts setting aside a small portion of his income each month, knowing that even a modest contribution can make a difference. Michael so that to contribute to a more just and compassionate society informs his financial choices and fuels his commitment to his dream. 4. The travel enthusiast. Imagine Lisa, who yearns to explore the world and experience different cultures. Her travel bucket list includes hiking in the Himalayas, learning to tango in Argentina, and exploring ancient ruins in Greece. However, she also has student loan debt and limited vacation time. Recognizing that her dream is rooted in a desire for adventure, personal growth, and broadening her horizons, she decides to start by setting a short-term goal of paying off her student loans. This will free up funds to dedicate to travel and provide a sense of financial freedom to pursue her adventures. She also begins researching affordable travel options, learning about budget-friendly destinations, and exploring ways to maximize her vacation time. Lisa's so that to create a life rich with experiences and cultural immersion guides her financial planning, allowing her to work towards her dream while addressing her financial obligations. 5. The generous giver. Meet David, who finds deep satisfaction in helping others and believes in the power of generosity. He dreams of becoming a significant financial supporter of organizations that align with his values, envisioning a future where his wealth is used to make a positive impact on the world. However, he also recognizes the importance of financial stability and providing for his family. He decides to start by incorporating giving into his monthly budget, setting aside a specific percentage of his income for charitable donations. He carefully researches organizations that align with his passions, ensuring that his contributions are used effectively and ethically. David so that to use his resources to make a meaningful difference in the lives of others shapes his financial habits and fuels his commitment to generosity. These examples highlight the diverse range of dreams and the so that motivations that can shape an individual's financial journey. By understanding the core values and aspirations that drive your financial decisions, you can create a life that is not only financially secure but also deeply aligned with what is truly most important to you. Chapter 12. What motivates you to give money? Cruze shifts the focus from personal financial goals to the transformative power of generosity. Titled What Motivates You to Give Money, this chapter explores the profound impact of giving on both the giver and the receiver, emphasizing that true financial peace extends beyond accumulating wealth and encompasses a heart of generosity. The chapter challenges the common notion that financial peace is solely tied to achieving a specific financial target, arguing instead that it's intricately linked to becoming a generous and open-handed giver. Giving, a reflection of the heart. The chapter begins by highlighting that how we use our money reveals much about our values and the condition of our hearts. Cruze uses the analogy of a successful businessman who, despite achieving significant financial success, remains gripped by the fear of returning to poverty. This example illustrates that financial abundance alone doesn't guarantee peace of mind. It's the underlying heart attitude towards money that truly determines our level of contentment and security. The giving scale, open-handed versus close-fisted. Cruze introduces the concept of the giving scale, representing two contrasting approaches to handling money. 1. Close-fisted living. This approach is characterized by a tight grip on resources, prioritizing personal gain and security above all else. It's driven by fear, scarcity mindset, and a belief that survival depends solely on holding on to what one has. This mentality can lead to anxiety, a constant striving for more, and a limited capacity for generosity. 2. Open-handed living. This approach reflects a perspective of stewardship, recognizing that our resources are ultimately gifts entrusted to us to manage wisely and share generously. It's characterized by trust, gratitude, and a willingness to let go of the need for absolute control, allowing for the free flow of resources in and out of our lives. The chapter emphasizes that open-handed living is not about reckless spending or neglecting personal financial responsibilities, but rather about cultivating a heart attitude that embraces generosity as a pathway to greater fulfillment and freedom. The blessings of open-handed giving. The chapter explores the numerous benefits of embracing an open-handed approach to money, highlighting that giving extends beyond financial gain and impacts our emotional, spiritual, and relational well-being. 1. Increased joy and contentment. Giving shifts our focus from our own needs and desires to the needs of others, fostering a sense of gratitude for what we have and contentment with our circumstances. 2. Strengthen relationships. Generosity fosters connection, builds trust, and creates a ripple effect of kindness and compassion, enriching our relationships with others. 3. Spiritual growth. Giving reflects a heart aligned with the principles of abundance and trust in a higher power, fostering a deeper sense of purpose and connection to something larger than ourselves. 4. Unlocking limitations. By releasing our grip on the need for absolute control, we open ourselves up to new possibilities, opportunities, and experiences that we might otherwise miss. Addressing the excuses for not giving. The chapter addresses the common excuse for not giving, "I don't make enough money," by arguing that it often masks a deeper issue of prioritizing other things above generosity. It challenges readers to examine their spending habits and identify areas where adjustments can be made to create space for giving. The chapter emphasizes that giving is not about the amount but about the heart attitude behind it. Practical ways to give. The chapter encourages readers to go beyond financial giving and consider giving their time, talents, and resources to make a difference in the lives of others. It provides examples of individuals and organizations that are using their resources creatively to meet needs and spread kindness, inspiring readers to find their own unique ways to contribute. Giving, the antidote to fear. Cruze concludes by emphasizing that giving is the ultimate antidote to fear. By choosing to share what we have, even when we may feel insecure or fearful, we counteract the instinct to hoard and cultivate a heart of trust and abundance. Giving reminds us that our security doesn't lie in our possessions, but in our connection to something larger than ourselves. In essence, Cruze calls for a paradigm shift in our approach to money, encouraging us to view it as a tool for not only achieving personal financial goals but also for making a positive impact on the world around us. By embracing generosity, we unlock the transformative power of giving, experiencing greater joy, fulfillment, and ultimately, true financial peace. 5 examples of motivations for giving. 1. The grateful heart. Imagine a young woman named Anna who has just achieved a long-held dream of becoming debt-free. She remembers the stress and anxiety of living paycheck to paycheck and the sacrifices she made to reach this milestone. Overwhelmed with gratitude for her newfound financial freedom, she feels compelled to help others who are struggling with debt. She decides to start by volunteering at a local financial literacy program, sharing her story and offering guidance to those who are working towards debt freedom. Anna's motivation for giving stems from a deep sense of thankfulness and a desire to pay forward the kindness and support she received on her own journey. 2. The compassionate witness. Consider a man named Mark who is deeply moved by a news report about a family who lost their home in a devastating fire. He can't shake the images of their grief and the overwhelming loss they've experienced. He feels a surge of empathy and a strong desire to help alleviate their suffering. He donates to a relief fund set up for the family, knowing that his contribution will help them rebuild their lives. Mark's motivation for giving is rooted in compassion and a desire to provide tangible support to those in need. 3. The legacy builder. Imagine a successful businesswoman named Sarah who has worked hard to build a thriving company. She reflects on her career and the wealth she has accumulated, realizing that her success is not solely due to her own efforts but is also a result of the opportunities and support she received from others. She wants to create a legacy that extends beyond her own lifetime, making a lasting impact on the causes she cares about. She establishes a charitable foundation that supports education initiatives for underprivileged children, ensuring that her resources will continue to make a difference long after she is gone. Sarah's motivation for giving is driven by a desire to leave a positive mark on the world and to use her resources to create a better future for generations to come. 4. The community builder. Meet a retired couple, Tom and Mary, who have deep roots in their local community. They've witnessed firsthand the challenges faced by many families in their neighborhood, including food insecurity and limited access to healthcare. They feel a sense of responsibility to contribute to the well-being of their community and to create a more equitable and supportive environment for everyone. They make regular contributions to the local food bank and volunteer their time at a free medical clinic, knowing that their efforts will directly impact the lives of their neighbors. Tom and Mary's motivation for giving is fueled by a sense of belonging, connection, and a desire to create a thriving community for all. 5. The joyful giver. Imagine a young professional named David who has always found immense satisfaction in helping others. He believes that true happiness comes from making a difference in the world. He incorporates giving into his monthly budget, setting aside a specific percentage of his income to support the causes he cares about. He finds joy in researching different organizations and identifying creative ways to contribute, whether it's through financial donations, volunteering his time, or using his skills to help others. David's motivation for giving stems from a genuine love for others and a belief that generosity is an essential ingredient for a fulfilling life. These examples illustrate the diverse motivations behind giving, highlighting the emotional, spiritual, and relational impact of generosity. Whether driven by gratitude, compassion, legacy building, community connection, or simply the joy of making a difference, giving is a powerful force that transforms not only the lives of those who receive but also the lives of those who give. Chapter 13. How committed are you to winning with money? Cruze shifts the focus of know yourself, know your money to the crucial element of commitment in achieving lasting financial transformation. Building upon the insights gained from previous chapters exploring personal money mindsets, tendencies, fears, and motivations, this chapter underscores that true financial victory hinges not only on knowledge but also on unwavering dedication to change. Beyond involvement, embracing the commitment scale. Cruze introduces the concept of the commitment scale, representing the spectrum of engagement individuals exhibit when pursuing financial change. 1. Involved. This level signifies a tentative approach, dipping one's toes into the waters of change without fully embracing the necessary dedication. It's characterized by half-hearted efforts, inconsistencies, and a tendency to revert to old habits. 2. Committed. This level signifies an all-in, unwavering dedication to the journey of financial transformation, undeterred by obstacles and setbacks. It's characterized by disciplined action, consistency, and a resolute belief in the principles guiding the change process. Cruze highlights that commitment is not a passive stance but a dynamic force requiring ongoing effort, enthusiasm, and a willingness to adapt. She encourages readers to actively seek out sources of inspiration, accountability, and community support to sustain their commitment over time. Commitment in Action, a Transformative Journey. The chapter emphasizes that true commitment goes beyond achieving specific financial goals and extends to a fundamental shift in mindset and behavior. Cruze shares the story of a man who, despite becoming a millionaire, realized his commitment to financial principles led him to reject the allure of a luxury car lease in favor of a used truck he could purchase outright. This anecdote illustrates that commitment to wise money management can redefine our values and priorities, leading to genuine contentment and financial peace. The power of commitment, impacting ourselves and others. Cruze emphasizes that commitment to financial principles not only transforms our own lives but also positively impacts those around us. Financial stability allows us to be more generous with our time, resources, and emotional energy, enabling us to contribute meaningfully to our families, communities, and causes we care about. Navigating resistance and reframing change. Cruze acknowledges that the journey towards financial transformation inevitably encounters resistance from various sources, including internal doubts, external naysayers, and conflicting priorities within relationships. Cruze encourages readers to 1. Anticipate resistance, recognize that challenges and setbacks are part of the process and prepare for them by solidifying commitment and seeking support. 2. Address naysayers, focus on personal experience and proven principles rather than succumbing to discouraging opinions or cultural norms that contradict the chosen path. 3. Navigate relationship dynamics, communicate openly and honestly with spouses and family members about financial goals, finding common ground and seeking professional guidance when needed. 4. Visualize success. Create tangible plans and timelines that illustrate the benefits of commitment and the potential consequences of inaction, fostering shared understanding and motivation. Hope, the fuel for lasting change. Cruze emphasizes that hope is the essential ingredient for sustaining commitment over time. When we believe in the possibility of a better future and witness tangible evidence of progress, we gain the motivation and resilience to persevere through challenges and setbacks. She highlights the importance of surrounding ourselves with positive influences, seeking inspiration from others' successes, and celebrating milestones along the way. Resources for building commitment. The chapter concludes by offering a range of resources to help readers build and sustain their commitment to financial transformation, including 1. The Rachel Cruze Show and The Dave Ramsey Show, providing practical advice, inspiring stories, and community support. 2. Debt-free screen videos, showcasing real people achieving financial freedom, igniting hope and motivation. 3. Ramsey Plus, offering a comprehensive suite of tools and resources for budgeting, debt management, and financial planning, fostering accountability and long-term success. Cruze underscores that commitment is the linchpin for achieving lasting financial transformation. By embracing the principles explored in this chapter and leveraging available resources, readers can move beyond mere involvement and step confidently into a future marked by financial peace and the freedom to pursue their dreams. 5 examples of commitment to winning with money. Cruze emphasizes the importance of commitment in achieving lasting financial transformation. It goes beyond mere knowledge and focuses on the dedication required to change financial habits. Here are 5 examples from the chapter, presented in a narrative format, that illustrate the concept of commitment in achieving financial success. 1. The luxury car lease rejection. Imagine a man named Daniel who diligently followed the baby steps and achieved millionaire status within a decade. With newfound financial freedom, he decided to lease a luxury car, a symbol of success he had always desired. However, shortly after, a sense of unease settled in. Driving a car burdened by debt contradicted his commitment to financial principles. He realized that true wealth was not measured by material possessions but by the freedom to make choices aligned with his values. Daniel terminated the lease and opted for a reliable used car, finding greater satisfaction in owning a vehicle debt-free. This illustrates how commitment can lead to a reassessment of priorities, aligning spending habits with deeper values. 2. Seeking community support. Picture a woman named Sarah who, inspired by the idea of financial freedom, started her debt-free journey. However, she often felt overwhelmed by the magnitude of her debt and the sacrifices required. She realized she needed support to stay motivated and accountable. Sarah joined a Financial Peace University class, finding a community of like-minded individuals who understood her struggles and celebrated her wins. The shared experiences and encouragement provided by the group strengthened her commitment and helped her stay focused on her goals. This example shows how seeking support from others can bolster commitment and provide the motivation needed to overcome challenges. 3. Selling belongings for debt reduction. Imagine a couple, Mark and Emily, facing a mountain of debt, feeling trapped by their financial situation. They decided to take a drastic step to accelerate their debt payoff. They organized a garage sale, selling belongings they no longer needed, and used the proceeds to make a significant payment towards their debt. While parting with their possessions was not easy, their commitment to financial freedom fueled their determination. They understood that short-term sacrifices were necessary to achieve long-term goals. This example demonstrates how committed individuals are willing to make difficult choices and prioritize long-term financial well-being over immediate gratification. 4. Rejecting the ish mentality. Picture a man named John who, after years of financial struggles, resolved to change his habits. He started budgeting, tracking his expenses, and making an effort to live within his means. However, he often found himself making exceptions, justifying small splurges or impulse purchases with an ish mentality or budgeting ish. This lack of commitment hindered his progress. He realized that to achieve real change, he needed to be all in, adhering to his budget without compromise. John's story illustrates that true commitment requires unwavering adherence to financial principles and a rejection of half-hearted efforts. The ish mentality undermines progress and perpetuates a cycle of financial instability. 5. Finding inspiration in others' successes. Imagine a woman named Jessica feeling discouraged by her financial situation. She longed for a better future but doubted her ability to achieve it. She discovered online communities where people shared their debt-free journeys, celebrating milestones and offering encouragement to others. Reading stories of individuals who successfully transformed their finances ignited a spark of hope within Jessica. Witnessing the tangible evidence of others' achievements fueled her belief that she too could achieve financial freedom. This example shows how exposure to positive examples and success stories can inspire hope and reinforce commitment to one's own financial goals. Chapter 14. Change Your Money in Your Life. Cruze serves as the culmination of the self-discovery journey outlined in Rachel Cruze's Know Yourself, Know Your Money. This chapter emphasizes that true financial transformation extends beyond mere numbers and budgeting techniques. It involves a fundamental shift in mindset, habits, and ultimately, one's overall life. Reflecting and consolidating self-awareness. Cruze encourages readers to revisit their responses to the Now It's Your Turn sections at the end of each chapter. This reflective exercise helps consolidate the insights gained throughout the book, prompting a deeper understanding of personal money habits, strengths, weaknesses, and areas needing improvement. The chapter provides a framework for creating a money snapshot, a concise overview encompassing 1. Childhood money classroom, recognizing the lasting impact of early financial experiences and identifying lingering challenges or areas needing reframing. 2. Money tendencies, acknowledging personal inclinations as spender or saver, nerd or free spirit, and understanding how these tendencies influence decision-making. 3. Money fears, identifying and naming specific fears that hinder financial progress and outlining steps to address and overcome them. 4. Commitment level, honestly assessing the level of dedication to winning with money, recognizing whether it's a passing interest or a deeply ingrained commitment. Cruze highlights the importance of this money snapshot as a tool for self-awareness and communication, enabling more open and productive conversations about money with spouses, family members, and accountability partners. Crafting a why statement for clarity and direction. Building upon self-awareness, Cruze guides readers in crafting a personalized why statement, articulating the driving force behind their financial goals. This statement outlines 1. Values and priorities, clarifying what matters most in life and how money can serve as a tool to achieve these aspirations. 2. Immediate focus, defining the specific financial goal requiring immediate attention, whether it's debt reduction, saving for a dream, or pursuing a passion. 3. Celebration and accountability, outlining plans to celebrate milestones and identifying accountability partners who provide support and encouragement. Cruze provides an example of a why statement, emphasizing its role as a compass guiding financial decisions and a tool for maintaining focus and motivation. Incorporating insights into a monthly rhythm. The chapter emphasizes the importance of integrating these newfound insights into a regular budgeting routine. Cruze underscores the power of budgeting as the cornerstone of financial control, enabling intentional allocation of resources and consistent progress towards goals. She stresses the need for regular budget meetings, whether individually or with a spouse, to review spending, adjust plans, and stay aligned with the why statement. Embracing movement and the transformative power of change. Cruze concludes by reminding readers that true health lies not in static balance but in continuous movement and progress. She encourages readers to act upon the self-awareness gained throughout the book, embracing the challenge of changing ingrained habits and pursuing a life marked by financial peace and fulfillment. The chapter highlights that while money itself holds no inherent power, the way we manage it reveals much about ourselves and our values. The journey outlined in Know Yourself, Know Your Money culminates in this chapter, emphasizing that by understanding our financial selves, we can change not only our money but also our lives, creating a ripple effect that extends to our relationships and the world around us. 5 examples illustrating Chapter 14, Change Your Money and Your Life. 1. Creating a money snapshot. Imagine a young woman named Emily who has been working through the chapters in Know Yourself, Know Your Money and diligently answering the reflection questions. As she reaches Chapter 14, she takes the time to review all her previous answers. She realizes she grew up in the unaware classroom, where money was never discussed. This led to her developing a spend for others mindset, seeking validation through purchases. She also realizes she's a free spirit, often neglecting to budget and struggling with impulse spending. By creating this snapshot, Emily brings together her past experiences and current tendencies, gaining clarity on the underlying reasons for her financial struggles. 2. Writing a why statement. Picture a young couple, David and Sarah, who are feeling overwhelmed by their student loan debt. They decide to write a why statement together. They identify their core values, recognizing that financial freedom would allow them to pursue their shared dream of starting a family and traveling the world. Their why statement becomes, money is a tool to help us achieve our dreams. Our biggest dream is to be debt-free so we can start a family and travel. To accomplish this, we will focus on paying off our student loans using the debt snowball method. We will have a monthly budget meeting to track our progress and celebrate each milestone together. By crafting this statement, David and Sarah solidify their commitment and gain a clear sense of purpose, fueling their motivation to stay on track. 3. Shifting from involved to committed. Imagine a man named Michael who has been passively following financial advice for years. He reads articles, listens to podcasts, and occasionally tries to budget. He considers himself involved but deep down knows he's not fully committed to changing his financial habits. One day, Michael reads a story about a family who achieved financial freedom using the baby steps. He's inspired by their story and recognizes that his lack of full commitment is holding him back. He decides to move from being a spectator to an active participant in his financial life, embracing the baby steps and dedicating himself to the process. 4. Implementing a monthly budgeting rhythm. Picture a single mother, Jessica, who is struggling to make ends meet. She often feels stressed about money and overwhelmed by bills. She decides to implement a monthly budgeting rhythm by scheduling a specific time each month to create a zero-based budget using the EveryDollar app. During her budget meetings, Jessica reviews her money snapshot and why statement, reminding herself of her goals and motivations. By incorporating these tools into a regular routine, Jessica gains a sense of control over her finances, reduces stress, and makes consistent progress toward her goals. 5. Embracing movement and progress. Imagine a retired couple, Robert and Susan, who had always lived comfortably but never prioritized saving for retirement. As they enter retirement, they realize they need to make changes to ensure their financial security. They start by learning about retirement planning and investing, seeking guidance from a financial advisor. They commit to tracking their spending, downsizing their lifestyle, and exploring ways to supplement their income. Although they initially feel overwhelmed, they remind themselves that health is movement and embrace the challenge of making adjustments. By taking action and continuously learning, they build confidence and gradually improve their financial situation, enjoying a fulfilling retirement. Thank you for listening. I hope this content is useful to you. If you like this kind of content, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel to support our team.